Welcome, everyone, to another episode of the Mindofruba podcast, where we delve into the depth of our minds to explore the beauty of poetry, storytelling, and the pursuit of happiness. I'm your host, Rubezuddin, and I invite you to join me on this 13-minute journey of creativity, inspiration, and the search for peace, where I hope I can bring a smile to your face. In today's episode, we have crafted stories that aim to touch your hearts. We will be talking about the first stage of grief, denial. Through the art of storytelling, we hope to foster a sense of sincerity and encourage your creative spirit to soar high. Each word and every phrase we share today has been carefully chosen to awaken the dormant dreams, hopes, and aspirations that reside deep within us all. It is my sincere desire that this episode becomes a respite from the chaos of the world, offering you a momentary escape into a world of pure imagination, where happiness and peace intertwine. Yin and Yang is a Chinese philosophical concept that describes opposite but interconnected forces. For every dark, there is light. For every pain, there is relief. For every negative, there is a positive. And for every winter, there is a summer. It is winter time, the time for winter storms, along with the serenity of hot chocolate drinks with marshmallows on top. Winter is not all round negative, nor is it all round positive. It is the season when we seek comfort from the cold. And as for this podcast, it is the season where you learn about the comfort from your pain. Here, you will learn about how to allow yourself to feel and express yourself. In the past episode, we introduced and defined denial as the refusal to acknowledge an unacceptable truth or emotion, or to admit it into consciousness. And it's usually used as a defense mechanism. Numbness might overtake your whole body, or you might even act as if nothing has ever happened, even if you know that it is the inevitable truth that you need to swallow one day. When the truth is extremely uncomfortable or seemingly far away from our current reality, we tend to avoid it and deny it by all means. We run towards comfort in lies and facts that we make up, saying that tomorrow will be okay. They will tell me to come back to my home country. This is not a war, it will end. Or saying that they haven't died, they are just around the corner, we have to wait for them. Don't give up. In these two situations, our mind is unable to accept the saddening truth of losing a homeland or the death of a loved one. This leads us to create further problems for our mental health. However, it is part of the healing process if we use it correctly. Denial. Mother talked to me. All I heard were dots and scribbles. My ears seemed to have fallen silent. There seems to be tears falling from her face, but what is she talking about? What makes her cry? Mother, I don't seem to understand you. I don't understand why the tears are falling down my face either. Darling, listen to me. We will be okay. I go numb. I turn red. I still don't understand. There are knives piercing through my heart. What is it that I feel? No, am I even feeling? I closed my doors. I went back to my phone. I played my music out loud. Nothing seems to be different to me. I continue to lift the cupcake that fell from my hand earlier, stuffing my face, not allowing or even giving time for my mind to comprehend. It can't be true. It can't be true. It can't be true. I keep on repeating. This year, on April 15th, a war began in Khartoum, the capital city of Sudan. It was a normal morning for me and my batchmates, taking our lectures and playing around with the gray cat that a friend of mine has got today. At around 9 a.m., my friend who told us she will come to the second lecture, due to her sleepiness, called us again. She was telling us about how there is a lot of shooting happening around. She warned us to be careful and told us to head to her right now, to go to her house. However, since we were used to hearing shotguns due to all the previous protests happening, we thought nothing of it. We never thought it could be worse than what happened in the past. We never thought so. Half an hour later, I see all the boys of our batch getting phone calls and then heading outside of the lecture hall. And so, we followed. We heard shooting that was getting closer and louder over time. However, we still weren't scared. We talked to our families on the phone and they told us, it is a war. It is all over the news. And it's not what we were used to. You would think by now we would simply understand and try our best to evacuate and stay safe, right? But no, we were still denying it. A war in our land seemed like the joke to us. We laughed it off, saying there's no way it's going to be that bad. It's not that bad. It'll be okay after a few seconds. Or give it maybe a few minutes. An hour? A day? Maybe 2. And you see, denying this has got us running out of our university because the rapid forces were heading in. Denying this has got us stuck in our batchmate's house for 5 days. And denying this got us nowhere. We heard bombing and said, tomorrow will be a better day. We will go back to drawing and stressing about our projects. I study architecture, by the way. A few of my friends were even continuing their assignments at home because they thought we would have to submit them as soon as we get back to university, which we thought would be in a day or 2. A day or 2 turned into just 1 more week. And now just 2. 1 more month. And we're hoping it doesn't reach a year. I think there are many people still in the denial process right now, while others skipped the stage and went straight into anger and depression. Denying helped us live a few more days with hope, and it was definitely hard to read the news and act as if everything will be all right. While accepting this was even harder for others, some knew that it will take a long time for anything to go back to what it was. And this level of acceptance helped them more than denial could have ever done to anyone, and to me as well. It allowed them to plan and look at life in a different light than what most of us saw. Winter seemed to have started for us, for our country. Your winter has started. No matter what your story is, your pain is existing, and I know it, and I know of it well. My friend, you will pass from this stage one day, and we will all be okay. However, first, we need to learn about our pain and deal with it. That is the only way out of this. And so, in the next episodes, we'll be going into denial in more detail. And hopefully, teach you how to allow yourself to feel and how to get out of this hard period of your life. As we reach the end of our 13-minute journey together, I hope you feel inspired and refreshed as if you've taken a deep breath of the purest air that nature has to offer. Remember, happiness is not a destination, but a state of mind we can cultivate and embrace by nurturing our creativity and finding solace in poetry and storytelling. We can tap into a wellspring of joy that resides within us all. Thank you for joining me today. I encourage you to carry the calming motivation that you've discovered here into your daily lives, spreading it like ripples in a calm lake, touching the hearts and minds of those around you. Before we part ways, I would like to express my deepest gratitude to each and every one of you, dear listeners, for your unwavering support and love. Your presence makes this journey worthwhile, and I hope to continue inspiring you in the pursuit of happiness and the celebration of creativity. Thanks for listening. If you've enjoyed this episode and you'd like to help support the podcast, please share it with others, post about it on social media, or leave a rating and review. To catch all the latest from me, you can follow me on my Instagram account at Mindofruba. Until we meet again, may your days be filled with joy, your hearts overflow with peace, and your minds dance with the beauty of endless possibilities. This has been the Mindofruba podcast, and I bid you farewell with a promise to return soon, ready to embark on another enchanting adventure together. Don't forget, the goal here is to smile.